Hello everybody, welcome back to another day training every single day. I got a pretty good variety of things I trained today, starting off with mobility. I did some mobility, some technique work, strength, flexibility, so a good spread, as I already said. Now, inside, I'm starting off in the morning, inside, some flat ground, carpet, some mobility work, the overhead squat. It really challenges the whole trunk, the hips and the shoulders. Very good. It engages, the squatting musculature, but for me, and I think for most people, squatting should be a very easy and already incorporated movement in your own life, just to rest, interact with the ground, that kind of stuff. Now I get to outside. I go outside and I work on a backflip. The weather was okay enough for me to do a backflip. It took me a good amount of time just to get mentally prepared, but then once I did it, it was a pretty good technique. I only did one. My feet did land first, and I still needed to use my hands, but my feet did land first. And then I get into some strength building, power building with some pull-ups against a tree. Again, outside, you get a variable terrain to grab onto, work on with your feet to step on, along with, developing your microbiome with getting out in the dirt and all that. Just getting in tune with nature. Very inspirational stuff to get outside. Then back inside a little bit later in the day, I just did one quick, really powerful, very high intensity pike press handstand. Now back. I'm a little bit later. It's nighttime at this point, and I'm working on the legs, working the hamstrings, using the medicine ball, and setting it down just to add a little bit of complexity to the movement, to the concept of it, and challenging my coordination, that just a little bit more, to set it down and then grab it again with the other hand. I really do like this for training the hamstrings. And last time that I did the calf raises, I kind of did a combo movement. I didn't really talk about it, but I definitely thought about it since then, of comboing kind of like a good morning with the calf raises. And a good morning is just where you hinge the hips a little bit to engage your butt and hamstrings. And I really like that last time I did it, so I might do it again next time I find myself doing calf raises. So if you made it this far in the video and you got any inspiration to movement is improvement, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe. It's the best way to support the channel. It's absolutely free. So after doing some of the medicine ball work, I get into the hip 90-90 position, dropping down. Now I do feel like my strength is getting better. I was feeling a lot stronger today. I was very tempted to get back up without using my hands, but I am taking it really slow. I want to, it's kind of the tortoise and the hare situation, or, even though I really wanted to get back up without using my hands on the ground, I do think it's probably best for my journey here, just to use my hands, take it a little easier until this is ridiculously easy and I can easily get back up without using my hands and just reversing the motion. Like I said, I'm feeling a lot stronger in this position, so I'm really glad that I'm doing this. Builds up the hips, and I'm incorporating a little jump in between just to get used to jumping and spend a little bit more time on my feet. And speaking of feet, I got a couple barefoot shoe reviews that'll be coming out in the next month or two. Some sponsored ones, so hooray for me. Hopefully you guys will like them. You can kind of see one of them in the corner here in that box in the corner of that room, or corner of the frame. I got a couple shoes, barefoot shoes. One's good, one's not so good, and I'll let you know in the reviews that I'm going to put out here soon. So here I got into, as I like to say, doing some compression work. Now, this is a good exercise, but I wasn't doing it too well here. It just wasn't that good of a session. But, that's the way it goes sometimes. Not every movement you're going to do is really great. I did it safely. I didn't get injured. That's a very important thing, so I can still make progress. A little bit later, not that much later than the last video, I got into some one-arm balances, working on this one-arm straddle support. Pretty fun movement. I do like it. I probably should warm up next time I do it. It's very intense on the arms. And I think, I need to exit a little easier because, doing it isn't that hard, but stopping, removing all that tension from your arm is the challenging part, and I think that's the most dangerous part. So I'll probably try to figure out something to make it a little safer, make it more convenient to do. But these are just some fun movements I like to do. Working the one-arm support, balancing there. And after I did the one-arm straddle, I got into this Baki pose. I do think I do want to do the Baki pose at one point. I honestly am pretty close. I don't really train it at all. So if I just, stick with it a couple weeks, couple months, I should be able to do it. And that would be a good one to, good for post and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and all that. And finally, I get to the nighttime stretching. Just doing the basic ones, the most fundamental movements, working the splits, the hips, the ATG split squat. I like this kind of really far out lunge position just to work the hamstrings. Kind of the weakest point, I'd say. I'm not really sure. It's either the hamstrings or... I take that back. I'm not sure. But I do like this movement. I'm feeling a lot of benefit. I get a popping sound when I do it in my hamstrings. So I know there's a little bit of mobility that needs to be addressed there. And after I finish up with these ATG split squats, I get into a bridge. I tried to get into a bridge from this straddle position, but my crotch was not ready for it. So trying to keep it dynamic, taking my time with it, not pushing it too fast. I want to take this bridge, another movement I want to take very slow and not push it too fast, too hard. So I'm working on some push-ups. I'm kind of in the overhead position and then in the behind the back position. I'd rather work more in the behind the back position. But right now, that's all the training I got today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.